In the 27th year of Jeroboam king of Israel, that's Jeroboam the second, Ahaziah the son of Amaziah king of Judah became king. He was 16 years old when he became king, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem, and he did what was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his father Amaziah had done, except that the high places were not removed. The people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. Then the Lord struck the king, so that he was a leper until the day of his death. So he dwelt in an isolated house, and Jotham the king's son was over the royal house, judging the people of the land. Now the rest of the acts of Azariah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? So Azariah rested with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David. Then Jotham his son reigned in his place. In the 38th year of Azariah king of Judah, Zechariah the son of Jeroboam reigned over Israel for 6 months. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, as his fathers had done. He did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. Then Shallum the son of Jabesh conspired against him, and struck and killed him in front of the people, and he reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Zechariah, indeed they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. This was the word of the Lord which he spoke to Jehu, saying, Your sons shall sit on the throne of Israel to the 4th generation. And so it was. Shallum the son of Jabesh became king in the 39th year of Uzziah king of Judah, and he reigned a full month in Samaria. For Menahem the son of Gadi went up from Tirzah, came to Samaria, and struck Shallum the son of Jabesh in Samaria, and killed him, and he reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Shallum and the conspiracy which he led, indeed they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then from Tirzah Menahem attacked Tiphsah, all who were there and its territory, because they did not surrender, therefore he attacked it. All the women who were with child he ripped open. In the 39th year of Azariah king of Judah, Menahem the son of Gadi became king over Israel, and reigned 10 years in Samaria. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart all his days from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. Pul, king of Assyria, came against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, that his hand might be with him to strengthen the kingdom under his control. And Menahem exacted the money from Israel, from all the very wealthy, from each man 50 shekels of silver, to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria turned back and did not stay there in the land. Now the rest of the acts of Menahem, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Menahem rested with his fathers. Then Pekahiah his son reigned in his place. In the 15th year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekahiah the son of Menahem became king over Israel in Samaria, and reigned 2 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. Then Pekah the son of Remaliah, an officer of his, conspired against him, and killed him in Samaria, in the citadel of the king's house, along with Argob and Arii. And with him were 50 men of Gilead. He killed them, and reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Pekahiah, and all that he did, indeed they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. In the 52nd year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekah the son of Remaliah became king over Israel in Samaria, and reigned 20 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. In the days of Pekah the king of Israel, Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, came and took Ijon, Abel-Beth-Maachah, Janoah, Kedesh, Hazor, Gilead, and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and he carried them captive to Assyria. Then Hoshea the son of Elah led a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and struck him and killed him. So he reigned in his place in the 20th year of Jotham the son of Uzziah. Now the rest of the acts of Pekah, and all that he did, indeed, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. And in the 2nd year of Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, Jotham the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jerushah, the daughter of Zadok, and he did what was right in the sight of the Lord. He did according to all his father Uzziah had done. However, the high places were not removed. The people still sacrificed and burnt incense on the high places. He built the upper gate of the house of the Lord. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? In those days the Lord began to send Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah the son of Remaliah against Judah. So Jotham rested with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David his father. Then Ahaz his son reigned in his place. My name's Arthur, and I thank you for joining me as we share together from 2 Kings chapter 15. We see that after a period of relative stability in the rule of Israel and Judah, we now in Israel have a period of great disturbance. But first, the simpler story, what's happening in Judah. Azariah, also known as Uzziah, became king at 16 and reigned for 52 years. He was a godly man, and God helped him and strengthened him. He was a very successful king, powerful, and became proud. We read about that also in 2 Chronicles. And he thought that he could come into the temple and offer a sacrifice. The priests protested, and the Lord judged him by making him a leper. And so he lived out his days living in an isolated house, and his son Jotham reigned in his place, and eventually on his death succeeded him as king. Meanwhile, we saw in the time of Jeroboam, the previous king of Israel, that was the time when Jonah went to Nineveh and preached against that city. Nineveh was the lead city of the Assyrian Empire, one of the first cities established after the flood. The Lord had planned to judge them, but they repented under the preaching of Jonah. But now, 40 years later, they are rising again to cause great trouble. They are infamous for their cruelty and barbarity, a very large and powerful and ancient nation. They were seeking to establish a world empire. As we proceed through the history, we'll see that this desire for a world empire is still alive and well from then up till the present time. On Jeroboam II's death, his son Zechariah takes the throne. But after 6 months, he is assassinated, and Shallum takes the throne. But Shallum is assassinated after 1 month, and Menahem takes the throne. Menahem reigns for 10 years before he dies, and his son Pekahiah takes the throne. And in his days, the king of Assyria comes against Israel. Menahem pays him off with 1,000 talents of silver, collected from his wealthy citizens. Pekahiah becomes king. He only reigns 2 years before he is killed, and one of his generals, Pekah the son of Remaliah, takes over the throne, and will reign for 20 years. But in this time he will have more trouble with the Assyrians. Tiglath-Pileser will come and raid the whole territory, taking people from Israel captive to Assyria. And so begins the exile of the nation by the Assyrians. Pekah is then assassinated, and Hoshea becomes king.